The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Saturday, December 2nd on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Bet Rivers. Claim your risk-free bet up to $500 over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
This is my team, Cleese, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode 4, Saturday, December 2nd. Almost said 10th. What a great night of games we had, and what a loaded slate we got going tomorrow. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Let's just get into it. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Don D. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Woo! What a night! Life is good. Don't even want to talk. I mean, basketball was great, but I mean, Washington Huskies plus 300. Oh, these fucking idiots just sitting over there saying 10-point favorites are the Oregon Ducks. Subscribe to the college football experience as well, folks, because we were all over that one being a crock of absolute shit. Everyone's putting Oregon in the playoff already. Kalen DeBauer 3-0 now against Dan Lanning and the Ducks. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. And we got college basketball action. It was fantastic, and we're going to talk all about it. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Big 12 College Experience. Hey, look at it. If you're watching this, youtube.com/the college experience, he's even got, look at that. There's jerseys in the background. There's Huggy Bear is in the background. Hope he's doing good. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, AKA Moneyline Mac. How you doing, brother? You're on mute. No? I don't know. Hello?
It almost came back. We're gonna need Rush. Max at Rush's house. We're gonna need Rush to come in and fix his setup.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. But it's a little staticky.
My back. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this shit.
That's just West Virginia internet, right?
Yeah.
You guys still use VHS in Morgantown, right? Okay. I mean, Noah, what a great night.
Yeah, and shout out to Brian Sanders in the chat, by the way.
Yes. Shout out to Brian Sanders, man. It's a big day for his dogs tomorrow. Let's go. And appreciate you donating $20 there. DB Cooper also $5 here. Super sticker. Let's go. Appreciate you all in the chat. Moneyline Mac, we good?
Am I here?
Yeah, here we go.
There you go. There you go. We got the internet fixed at Mount Mama. There's Rambling Rush. Set me up in his studio. You know, he gave me his mic. I can't figure out the settings. So I'm the dumbass. I've had a couple beers, obviously drinking off this loss tonight. We'll dive into it. But yeah, I saw the Bear tonight. The Bear was at the game tonight. He saw him and Patino are good friends. So he was in the building.
There you go, man. That's always great. Going out, supporting his roster, his team, his university. And shout out to folks, if you're watching YouTube.com, we got Rush Bishop recently Married, Rush Bishop. Congratulations, brother. And how you doing, man?
Thank you. Can you hear me? Is my audio okay, Ryan?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Let's go.
Okay. It's obviously great. Ryan's in town. Have a good time as we always do. Tough night. Really tough night from the Coliseum. Hey, we got the Ryan and Rush show is officially credentialed. We got press passes. Saw Rick Pitino behind the scenes, of course, our players as well. But man, it would have been nice if that was a win.
I unfortunately, now I will say this line crept up. We did the show yesterday. I think it was 2.5 or 3. This line went up to 5 or 5.5, 6. At that point, I would have taken West Virginia, but I'd already placed my bet. So, but I didn't watch enough of this game because the Pac-12 championship. And then there was also UConn, Kansas, and, Xavier. That was one of the better games. It was just I wasn't at the studio today, so I don't have an 11 TV setup, so I didn't watch as much as I wanted to, but I watched some of it. What happened here? What would be your breakdown of the game, guys? Mac, I'll start with you. Like, obviously, St. John's wins by 6? I think it was.
Yeah, in full transparency, I bet it actually at 6.5. So I did win, but I'm not going to claim that I won because last night we picked it at like
battle.
4.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
if we hadn't battled it, I would give it to you. But I mean, we battled.
Yeah.
You know,
because I knew Pitino would get the bump like he always does with the point spread because everybody loves betting on Pitino. But we missed 12 free throws in the second half, including 2 front ends. So we kind of gave them the game. But I mean, Pitino's Pitino. He finds a way to win. Yeah, I mean, disappointing night. It's kind of been the story of the season. We could have beat Virginia, could have beat SMU, could have beat St. John's, but we got some reinforcements on the way, and obviously we got a big one on deck. And so I've turned the page, and that's why I'm wearing this hat tonight because we're on to Wednesday.
Yes, folks, if you don't know, we have the Backyard Brawl on the hardwood coming this Wednesday. And look, folks, also as Rush was alluding to, they got press passes. They also have a fantastic podcast you should be checking out called the Ryan and Rush Show, and they also host the Big 12 Experience. Check out that. But Rush, I wanted your comments perhaps on the game there. What'd you think? You know, I know Mac alluded to the free throws. Was there anything else that jumped out to you, being like, man, we didn't do something right, or what happened here?
Yeah, besides, well, this is part of it, and Josh talked about it in his press conference, but it's something Ryan and I talked about kind of during the game is when you have a St. John's team that's 10, 11, can even go 12 deep if they have to versus a team that, yeah, we got 8 scholarship players available, but not, you can't put all 8 out there on the floor, meaning like we really only have 6 guys, maybe 6.5, depending on how things are going. I mean, Rick Pitino did what Rick Pitino did. And it's like, just keep fouling them. They're not going to call all of our fouls, but we're going to wear them down. Yeah, they'll call some of them. Yeah, they'll get to the line and shoot free throws. And then that's where we failed too. We couldn't, do our part at the end, but he knew what he was doing. It was an experienced coach, and, they just outgrinded us. And, when your number 2 guy is 0 for 11, and you need him to score points in Seth Wilson. And we love Seth Wilson. He's a grinder. He was out there trying to make plays, but you can't go 0 for 11 and expect to win the game, especially when you don't have any reserves to come in and try to get something going too. So it's the West Virginia's in a position right now where they have to play absolutely perfect, and they're just not. And it just is what it is.
Yeah, the depth, I think, not getting battle and other situations, players leaving where you might have thought you had them coming into the year. Everything that went on in the offseason, I think, part of the reason why. But hey, you know what, man? You lose this game, you still got, about to say, you still have Big 12 play ahead of you. You got the Pitt game. And in my opinion, if I was you guys, now obviously you want to win every game. But you'd rather lose this one than the one coming up.
Exactly.
So if you lose this one, you come in razor focused to Wednesday, Backyard Brawl on the hardwood. And
that may have been whispered to Rush as the buzzer was sounding. Well, I hate to lose a game, but I know who's on deck, and I know how personal that game is, and I know some of these people in the chat like to disappear when a certain team loses, but reappear when they beat Binghamton and Jacksonville, and those great teams, right?
I'm never taking Pitt again. I got burned on them. Either way, glad to win a lock battle, and look, if it's anyone, Slick Rick. You know I'm high on this team. I know he's a true
I don't
college basketball.
Good, I'm not gonna lie to you.
What's that?
They're not.
I don't think they're very good. I'm starting to like.
It's November, buddy. It's November.
It's December.
Well, yeah. First month. The season started November 7th. We are still in the first 30 days of the college basketball season.
I think you can get into the tournament, maybe, but I think they're going to be a bubble team.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. They'll be in. They'll get in. You put Patino in for the ratings, all right?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the refs felt the same way tonight.
Yeah, part of my handicap. Part of my handicap.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It was a good way to go.
Why do you think I bet Kansas every night?
yeah, that was part of my handicap. I was on VSiN last night, being like, they get the whistle at the Fog. You're crazy. Anyway, folks. Do you guys want to talk? I don't know if did you guys get a chance to watch that? I do want to hit on Kansas, UConn. That game. Woo. Hey, DeJuan Harris, how about you make your fucking free throws? All right, we had to sweat.
Don't get us started.
Yeah,
about free throws.
We had to sweat so bad on anyone that took Kansas -2.5 or -3, because there's a 3-point game. He gets fouled under 20 seconds, misses both free throws. They have a shot to tie it up, a 3 that misses. Luckily, they fouled with like 1.9. I think they put 2.3 or 2.4 back on the clock. But whoo, those are some key free throws. What a sweat! I thought watching the game. I thought UConn looked pretty damn good considering that was the Fog. Mac, what'd you make of we hit? I'll play our music here because we did hit with the UConn Huskies. What'd you guys make of this one, Mac?
I mean, I know it ended up being a sweat, but I never was nervous because I've seen so many games in that building play out like that. UConn had a 6-point lead with 8 minutes left, and I'm like, Kansas is going to find a way to make plays. I will say, super impressed with UConn. Anytime anybody goes in there and goes toe to toe, punch for punch with Kansas, they're usually going to have a pretty good year. So UConn, I mean, they're the defending national champion. They don't believe in moral victories, but that's as close to a moral victory as they come. That's a good team.
Yeah. Did you guys get to watch majority of this, or were you guys still in the parking lot doing shooters?
No,
we're doing shooters at the park.
Yeah. You can multitask,
Yeah.
That's what we do best in Morgantown. Noah?
We did have that moment where we were like, at the end when they shot the free throws to go up 4, and Ryan's like, don't you dare make a half-court shot to cover.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go in. It looked like it was
online.
Yeah. What a nice cover for us. And Tristan Newton, he went for like 31. Well,
That's what I was popping in for. We need a statement or a soundtrack
half-court
for
shot.
Tristan Newton.
Well,
31 points.
He clearly learned all of this. He would not be the player he would be today without this. See, he still has it, much like I live in California and I still have the spirit of ECU within me. So clearly the NIL money bought him over there, but really, they're the real national champions from last year. Because without Tristan Newton, with that, East Carolina homegrown, and there we go. But anyway, we hit on this one. Let's talk about some of these other outcomes because Houston, Xavier, we had a little lock battle. It's funny. Noah showed himself for a second there, and then he disappeared. All right.
Yes.
I had the Kansas lock. So.
We got we lock battled this one, buddy, didn't we?
Yeah. And I got the best of the number too. I got good CLV and it still missed.
Don't you love that, Noah? Don't you love that? That's the worst feeling. I have felt for you because that's happened multiple times to us. I mean, Houston was up double digits, but Xavier battled back. I mean, great win for Houston, but I think Xavier's going to be all right.
That was my entire handicap. Like I knew that line was going to close about a possession higher. It ended up closing at like 9.5. I got it at 7. You can't complain. It was a road environment, and Xavier's tough. I just thought that Houston would be able to win it by more than 6.5.
It's too lit. That place is too lit, man. It's too lit. It's hard to go. Yeah.
Did you see that video that we got?
Yeah, absolutely. Great video that we were tagged in of the
I should have had
Xavier
that
fans
out.
there. What's up?
I hate Xavier.
Yeah.
Not big fans of Xavier on this.
I'm a Hugs guy. I hate Xavier.
Yeah, no, but
fucking dildos on the floor.
Yeah, but you got to have the yin and the yang. As a kid, I hated certain teams, but then you realize, like, I hated Spurrier when it came to the Florida Gators, and then you realized later that he was great for the fucking game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you need to have teams like that.
Oh yeah. That's what Ryan and I were talking today about Kansas. It's like, we hate Kansas, but you can't tell college basketball or be a college basketball fan without respecting that culture. Like, it's no, we get it, but we still hate Kansas.
It's like Duke.
But
it's like
we'll make money off of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Duke is another one to definitely throw in there. I mean, I don't know if you guys were probably at the game. I didn't watch. I watched some of it, but I didn't watch enough. Like I said, had a couple TVs going, but I was at home. Didn't have, I'm bouncing back and forth. Had the Xavier game on for like probably 3/4 of it, but if anything, it looked like we were gonna. I know the people in the chat are saying refs. Well, maybe got a little home cooking. That's supposed to happen when you. That's supposed to happen when you have the home game there. But I mean, this was like a 4-point game and a half. I think, if memory serves me correct. I think Houston had a 4-point. It was a close game majority of the game. Houston always had that lead by a little bit. It seemed like. So, not at all surprised. What's up?
They're in the Big 12. That's what we do. Good job, Houston.
There you go. Rep that, folks. Subscribe to the Big 12 College Experience. You won't be disappointed. They got like 800 teams coming in next season. All right, all their shows right now, they just figured out their rhythm, and then next year there's fucking 12 teams coming in or something. So there's like every episode's going to be 5 hours long. Yeah, exactly. And you got and the Dion. Oh
yeah. Dion, Arizona.
Good
Utah.
luck. Yeah, good luck. Anyway,
Holy War back, baby.
Yeah, that's. I'm very excited for that. Did you guys bet any other? I mean, I know Mac, you did, but Rush, did you have any action on any of these other games today? I mean, maybe the Maryland Indiana game, perhaps.
No, I didn't have any action on that. And I don't mean to go to yesterday. The action I had was on Texas Tech, and then they went to overtime, and we all know what happened. So after that happened, I was like, you know what? It's too big of a game in Morgantown tomorrow. It's going to take all my emotional, just everything from me. So, and it clearly still has, but I did not have any other action on today, but I'm excited about tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow's slate. Fucking phenomenal, folks.
Great win, Indiana.
Yeah, we hit this lock. Indiana wins by 12 against the Terps in that rematch of that national championship in the early 2000s. Jameer Young's dropped 20 points, I believe, or 22, something like that. And Noah killed it on his Khalil Ware prop. Did you catch that one, Noah? And Matt called this to a fucking T because you had Kurt Signetti there talking shit about the rest of the Big Ten teams.
I know.
Yeah, gotta love that. Gotta love that.
A hell of a handicap.
Yes. No. What's your take from the Indiana Hoosiers? I know you're really high on them.
Yeah. So here's my thing. I'm gonna pull a full 180 here. Remember last year, Xavier Johnson? He was the starting point guard, and then all of a sudden he had an injury, and the team got better with Hood Schifino at the point.
Uh-huh.
Is it happening again? That's two very good wins. Like Harvard, they didn't really have any trouble with. Harvard's been pretty good this year.
Yeah.
They didn't really have any trouble with Maryland. Maryland's pretty, like, they haven't done much this year, but I mean, I had them third in the Big Ten.
Now don't let Bieniek do this. He's talking them up because they play Michigan next. I know what he's doing. He's trying to talk up a quality win.
That strength of schedule. You know, he's already getting to that.
Khalil Ware, he had 33 points, rebounds, and assists. The line was 24.5. So that one smashed, and I still wasn't that confident in it.
Folks, Noah Stallions coming in. Noah Stallion from if you're wondering who Uncle T is, it is Noah Bieniek. So, in case you're wondering, we hit on that. We should talk about how I might have given out the worst play of all. Well, we had to pick this game. So we have standalone games. We are forced to lock up a standalone game. There was no look, I haven't locked up Western Michigan much in my life when it comes to basketball. this situation that happened earlier today, I'm actually pleased to see the final score was only 14 because at one point at half, it was 41-14. St. Thomas, the Tommies go on the road. Mac wins a battle here. That's why I needed Patino to come through. I was about to get my ass whooped on these battles. The Tommies just absolutely drill Western Michigan in Kalamazoo. Holy shit. Get over to Waldo's Liquor Pitchers because you're going to need them if you live in Kalamazoo. Mac, your thoughts on your Tommies?
Hey, you know what? It's our Tommies, and you need to apologize for ever betting against them and ever betting on NC State. You've committed 2 freaking fatal sins over the last couple days, betting on NC State and against the Tommies. And you can ask Rush. I pulled in about a half hour before tip-off for the Tommies, that is, before we had to go over. I said, oh, yeah, the Tommies are about to fuck Western Michigan up. Watch this. And Rush is like, why do you care about the Tommies? They go, it's the best team in America, baby. Gotta get over there.
That is true, folks. That is true, folks. When I locked them up at NC State, I think I need to play this clip for when I talk.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Woo! Oh, man. Yeah, that was... I'm sorry. Hey, Tommies, I love you. All right. I don't know what I was thinking. How the fuck is that even possible? We've watched this St. Thomas team all year. 41-14? They got Clyde Drexler playing for him. What the fuck? I mean,
they must have had Stockton, Bird, and all the great white guys going. I don't know. I don't know how they scored that many points. They never score that many.
Yeah, I mean, and they're stapled to the ground, but yet they. Yes. I didn't think it was possible to get a lead that big when you're stapled to the ground. But I don't know. Rush, you follow BYU. They normally have a shit ton of white guys. So normally their advantage is they're 29 years old. How the fuck is St. Thomas doing this? All right. How do they get 41-14 at the half? What's the theory? Is it, what do they do? What do these whites do that get a lead like that? I don't understand it. Cause I've been on some white teams and we've never had that type of, I've never had a lead like that with a team full of all whites.
They clearly clearly the answer to that question is it's St. Thomas, right? Like there's some religious background. They're good with God. They've just been living good, clean lives, wanting to play basketball, and and this is what you get as a result. So hey, their hard work's paid off. Well, all of us have been trying to have a great, fun party college life here in Morgantown. They've kept good, clean living, and they win by this amount of points against Western Michigan. So
and here's what I think they do. I think they circle their games against other whites, right? So like when they're playing at Cal, they're like, wait a second, Cal has 7 black dudes and probably a couple of Australians. We can't show up for this one. Now, if you see that game we have on December 1st against Western Michigan, they have a lot of whites. We can fuck them up. All right. They're almost all white. It is a W on the schedule. Not for winning. It's for whites. Actually, it's WW2. They put WW2. It's like we're gonna go World War II on these motherfuckers.
Oh,
yeah.
Building off of Rush's point, St. Thomas, they devote themselves to God, so they weren't distracted by Waldo's and those liquor pitchers, right? They just completely ignored them, whereas everybody else that travels into Western, they get distracted by Waldo's.
Fucking Waldo's liquor pitchers. All right, let's continue on. Nice lock battle win. I was dumb enough to also bet on this because the line dropped severely overnight. I woke up today. I'm just like, what am I doing here? Oh, Liberty's only laying 4. Oh, I'll take the Flamin' Libs. No, they got drilled by Charleston. I'm a fucking idiot. Mac, what'd you make of this one?
I almost locked up Charleston, but I thought I was scared of Liberty on the bounce back. But it's a back-to-back spot now. I ain't betting against FAU tomorrow. I can tell you that. No fucking way
Yeah.
am I betting against the Owls again. I know people have been tagging us in there. They've been kicking our ass for 2 years straight.
Yeah.
'Cause that's who Charleston plays tomorrow.
Yeah. Rush, I don't know if you got eyes on this one, but your take
Briefly.
on, yeah.
My take is Liberty can only have it so good. And hey, good for them. Won a great football game today. You know, you might have to sacrifice your basketball program a little bit in the sake for football. You know, you can't have it all. So
Now, I have a theory about this actually, and this is my fault, but I took New Mexico State tonight plus 11, and that did not hit in football. But I have a theory that you can't be really good at both sports at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Florida won those basketball national champions, and they started to get a little worse, and they won the football ones, right? I think that's how it went, if memory serves me correct. But you look at it, and you're like, Alabama, you've been great. Your basketball team's been somewhat shitty. Haven't made a Sweet 16 or something in a long time. And I feel like there's a good theory here. There's a good theory that I'm building. I have a spreadsheet about it somewhere in the world, but I'll have to check that out. But folks, look, before we get to the rest of the games, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Bet Rivers. Bet Rivers is available in over 14 states, plus Ontario, Canada. Yes, folks, Toronto's in Ontario, you fucking bozos. Look, Bet Rivers has some of the best live betting markets in the space. Their betting menu is second to none, including a ton of props. So what are you doing, folks? Sign up with our link to get a risk-free bet up to $500. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. Problem with gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
no.
All right, we are back on the college basketball experience, and me and Mac did lock up Reggie Theus and Bethune-Cookman, them Wildcats, getting it done. What other show is giving you hot tips, carved straight down to the bone on Bethune-Cookman, the Wildcats? I know we ate shit on Bethune-Cookman like 3 straight bets, but it finally came through. And yeah, we didn't even really sweat in this one. 14-point win against IDub. Mac, I don't know if you're back yet or not, but your thoughts on Reggie Theus being just the fucking man, getting it done for us.
Once again, Mr. Miak and Swack. All I do is win these games. What was it? Coppin State last night, Alabama A&M a couple nights ago. Bethune-Cookman. Got a couple other ones circled tomorrow. Let's go.
I mean, what a big time win there as we hit on that lock. Manhattan, Mount St. Mary's was a wild one. Manhattan wins by 1 in overtime. I didn't catch any eyes on this one. Sienna, I'm so glad you talked me off betting this. What's that?
I had locked Incarnate Word, so that was a lock battle that I lost there. The Cardinals were winning the entire first half. Then they just blew it. They just blew up in their face.
That's what you get for betting against me and the Miak and Swack.
That was a lock battle. How did I forget about that one? That Noah chimed in on that one. So I'm getting old. Yeah,
I started 0-2, finished the rest of the day 5-0. So
not in lock battles. Not in lock battles. All right.
Fly ball to deep left field.
I had a lock battle
won
win
the pennant.
I had a lock battle win against Mac.
You did. You kicked my ass. Hey, we'll get to that game. You kicked my ass in that one. I'll give you that one.
Sienna beat Ryder, folks, the moving company. I'm glad you talked me off potentially locking this one, Mac, because I was considering it, but the moving company is just hot ass. So it hot garbage, not hot ass. Big difference. Iona drilled Fairfield. I thought we should have been on that. And St. Peter's drilled Niagara. How about our cover of Mercer? Getting 15 and a half. Making Georgia to Athens, little brother, they're going to get up. They're only going to lose by 11. Boom. I mean, how easy was this handicap, Rush? I mean, look, you got to love this angle. Georgia just came back from down 18 to Florida State, and they win at the buzzer. They've been partying.
Bama tomorrow.
They play Bama tomorrow. All this shit with, you just knew that the attention wasn't going to be all there. And Mercer plus 15 and a half sitting there, little Macon, Georgia.
Well, there you go. There's your answer for tomorrow, though. Georgia won tonight in basketball, so they can't win in football tomorrow. There you go.
Fuck.
There you go.
But see, here's the thing. It's Mercer, though. Like, if the Florida State win would have been tonight, I think that would build my case a little bit better as to fade Georgia tomorrow. But when it's Mercer, I just feel like that's kind of like, do they even get excited for that? I feel like my theory still floats a little bit. But Mac, your thoughts?
Do you want to have a football lock battle? I know this is a basketball show. Give me the Tide.
Alabama's the luckiest fucking team of the season.
Roll Tide, roll tomorrow.
They're gonna get fucked up by Georgia. Tomorrow.
I want Alabama to win that game now that we have Washington for sure in. If Bama wins, Georgia and Bama with one loss, Texas has to be above Bama. And you just get a Michigan, Florida State, or Washington, Texas playoff.
Gundy. You just skipping off Gundy, my man.
He just wants a non-SEC playoff. But the problem is Texas is SEC in like
Stick
3
to the
months.
Big 10, Noah.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane. We're the Big 12. We got that covered. You stay in
Until
your
Iowa
lane.
beats them freaking 4-3.
2 safeties to a field goal.
All right, moving along. Norfolk State beats VCU. Woo! I was on the Spartans. I didn't bet them. I didn't think they'd win outright. Talk about little brother coming in there and grabbing a huge dub. Mac, you left Richmond and VCU just went to shambles. What happened here?
Hey, you know what? At least I took an L tonight, and I can go back and be like, at least I didn't lose to fucking Norfolk State. Come on, VCU. That was a letdown off the Mike Rhodes game, but you got to find a way to get that one. You can't lose to Norfolk State at VCU.
Yeah. Unbelievable. That's a huge win for that program. That's a huge win for
little brother, man.
We did eat a bag of shit on George Washington, the Colonials. And I don't mind losing when the Colonials, I hate this team now. So even though I bet them plus 9.5, and I actually threw a little bit on the money line, I have no problem because I was kind of in a win-win spot because I feel like I'm high on South Carolina this year. Yes, I did lose money, and people that follow me lost money, and that always sucks. But at least it's the Colonials losing, and or whatever the what do they call it again now? There's like some new name. It's the Colonials. Yes. What'd you make of this one? This outcome? Lamont Paris getting it done.
South Carolina's been making me eat shit. I mean, I've locked against them like 3 straight times. Now they got Clemson. Let me see what Clemson does against Pitt.
Yeah. Rush. I mean, South Carolina's looking pretty fucking good this year, man. Maybe they could
Rush
make a
is
deep
a
run.
Gamecock fan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the mom side of the family is from South Carolina. Yeah. Actually, my grandfather, if anyone in the chat, South Carolina opened up fast food restaurants down there called Rush's. It's my mom's maiden name. That's where Rush comes from. So shout out Rush's. But
shit,
Ryan, you're eating shit from you're going against your old employer there, the one that gave you a nice Final Four ring. They should be doing better though. You're not the video coordinator anymore or the GA, whatever you were then. So you got.
Hey, all I know is we went to the Final Four my year with my guy Frank Martin.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and Rush dropping fast food. What the fuck? He comes from fast food money. Fucking
kinda. That's a whole nother story.
He's fucking related to Dave Thomas. What the hell? You didn't tell me this.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, we'll have to take a trip to Columbia sometime. Hang out on Lake Murray, eat some nice burgers, fries, shakes from Rush's. Let's let it rip.
So it's still thriving. It wasn't sold off.
No, there's still locations. Yep,
folks,
like 8 or 9.
Folks, get on over to Rush's. Have yourself a shake and a smile. All right, let's go.
Fabulous food fast.
Yeah.
Rushes.net. Check it out.
There we go. Look, the college basketball experience is brought to you by Rush's. Anyway, how about this next play? Because I felt like a fucking genius. The Golden Griffs of Canisius drilled Quinnipiac, the Aqueduct. I told you they're one of the worst teams.
Thank you.
Boom. The Golden Griffs coming through. 20-point win. Getting it done. Bryant beat Brown. I told you. I tried to talk you off of this.
The Brown guys.
You cannot take this Brown team when they're expected to win. When they're expected to win, they don't win. When they're expected to lose, they sometimes win. They're just a crazy play. It's been like this for a couple years. I've learned the hard way on that. Shout out to the Bride. Shout out to Phil Martelli Jr. getting it done for the Bulldogs there. Little Cock prevailed. Oh, there we go. Look at you'll love the taste we're made of. All right.
There you go.
Look at that's a fucking delicious chocolate cake. You got the look at that. Look at that fucking thing. Show me that burger. Show me that burger. Show me that burger. Look at that. You see that? They don't fucking cut corners on that burger, folks.
No, they
All
don't.
right?
Get a nice basket too, not on a tray and like they give you a basket of food.
So I'm saying, folks, the taste we are all made of. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Victories.
Look at that. Let's count.
Wow.
8,
Good God.
9 locations. Yeah, that's what I said. 8 and 9 locations. Yeah, I got you.
Jeez, man.
I don't make stuff up.
You got that Illuminati
crazy,
money, man.
No, I don't.
Are they on DoorDash? Are they on DoorDash? If I get a couple cocktails, I may need a drunk order some of these rushes. hey, Colby, by the way, so my brothers always watch the show the next day, and they said, "You're on Brown?" And they go, "Did you really say on the show the Brown guys?" I go, "Yeah, I did. I meant to say the Brown Bears, but I froze.
Yeah.
I froze. I go, what's your mascot again?" I go, "That pick is fuck. Don't pick it," because I completely butchered the pick with the name of their team. So yeah,
I'm disappointed that I didn't catch you saying it live. I mean, I did once you admitted it, but that's never the same because I would have painted you.
Oh, that's not good.
I enjoy painting you as a staunch racist. So, as
I think I bet on the Tommies every
yeah,
time.
last year he compared. Who was it? Who the fuck was it?
It's Tamanaga, Nebraska.
Yeah, Tamanaga for Nebraska, and he basically called him Jackie Chan, which you know, come on. That's not racist though, folks. That's 2023. The world tries to make you racist even though you're not. See, racist would be like, I hate Jackie Chan, but they don't say that. That you say, hey, the Jackie Chan guy for Nebraska. Now that's just a terrible miscalculation on who it is, but it's not. You have to have hate behind it for it to be racism. As far as the way I've been educated, which is always a little questionable. Just anyway, folks, we're keeping it racist here.
I will say I hated him whenever I betted on him. He kept making all them fucking threes. I was like, this motherfucker's killing me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that dude's nasty. He's nasty.
He's great.
Little Cock got it done against Arkansas State. Speaking of racism, they won the Clinton Bowl. You know what I mean? Got it done there in Arkansas. LSU. How about LSU, dude? LSU almost got had by Sela there.
This was a Discord lock. I gave this out last night. I said, hey, I didn't give this out on the show, but my guy David Kiefer down there, the head coach of Southeast Louisiana, his team's a lot better than they've performed. I think they're going to get better and better, be ready for the Southland. They're not as good as McNeese, obviously, but that's little brother down there. They were ready to go tonight. They were live. And
then how about this one? Southern Miss beat UAB outright. Shout out to our fan. Welcome to UAB, who's got to be. I know he got arrested recently, but he was drinking heavy after the Trent Dilfer hire because he was like, "What the fuck is going on? We have a good program." And then he's like, "Well, at least I got basketball season." They've lost a couple in a row. Shout out to Welcome to UAB. Our heart is with you. We locked up the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State against the Towson Tigers. And they were hopping along. Yeah, me and Noah getting it done here. Noah, aren't we fucking just incredibly smart, intelligent, good-looking, great fucking sons of bitches? Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was listed as a neutral, and everybody thought, hey, like, South Dakota State's not going to have a home court advantage here. This thing was never in doubt. They were up 10 for a lot of this game. Yeah.
Dude, that's a culture play. Towson lost everybody last year. South Dakota State, they have a good program. They keep rolling there. Troy blast SIU Edwardsville. Didn't bet this, but I would have picked the wrong side here. We don't need to talk about that, but we can talk about Iowa State dominating DePaul. Whew. I didn't think they could score 99 points the whole year, and they scored 99 right now. What did you make of Iowa State just drilling DePaul, almost scoring 100 points?
So I went 13-5 tonight. I added this one. Horrible pick. I mean, they got drilled. I mean, Iowa State, man, I can't figure this fucking team out. I said I'm going to fade them, and when I saw it went up to 14, I'm like, dude, I can't lay 14 with Iowa State. I got to take the points with DePaul, lock it up. I mean, Iowa State, good win, good bounce back.
Yeah, Rush. I know you have connections, right? To Ames, right?
Yeah. My great uncle, dad's side.
How many fast food joints does he own in Ames?
None, but he was an agricultural professor at Iowa State that he specified in the soybean. So if anyone's out there,
there you go.
All over the country, the bishops, wherever my family is. Anyway, with this game, I'm actually surprised, Ryan. We talked about this game on the Big 12 yesterday, and DePaul is just so bad. Like they are terrible. Like when Iowa State is scoring that many on you, where their defense is their offense, like DePaul is so bad.
How did they fuck this up? This is look. I mean, shout out to Cameron Hurt in the chat,
man.
Yeah, well, poor Cameron Hurt can't even. He lives in Illinois. What's the fate of him? He can't.
I get it.
Yeah, but well,
I'm a Patriots fan.
How do they fuck this up though? Because this is a proud program. Back in the day, I'm old enough to remember like when DePaul was actually really nasty, and they were a really good program for a long time. You're in Chicago. You're in the Big East. I don't understand how they fail. So like it's been a solid amount of time now of failing. I don't know, Mac. What do you think it is?
They do a bad job in Chicago. They don't get the kids to stay home. I mean, Illinois struggled with this forever. They've done a better job recently. The other issue is, man, you look at the Big East, like who the hell are they jumping? I mean, maybe Georgetown when Pat Ewing was there, but I mean, now
they're in Chicago. That should be able to be easier. Dude.
But I mean, look at this: UConn, Marquette, Creighton, Villanova, Xavier.
No, they should be better than Marquette. They should be better than Marquette.
Johns.
They should be at least on Marquette's level. One's in Chicago, one's in Milwaukee. Do I need to go back to our white conversation? Do we need to go back to our white conversation? All right, because I feel like the state of Wisconsin has a lot more whites. You know what I mean? It's easier to recruit in Chicago. This is good.
Yeah. The thing though is they stay in Wisconsin though. But the people in Chicago, or Illinois, they go throughout the country. That's the thing.
True.
Is Marquette's able to retain their talent, and Wisconsin too.
Wait a second though. Loyola Chicago just went to the Final Four in the past 5 years. If they can do it, DePaul can fucking do it.
How about this comment from Gary K? I mean, DePaul did score 80 on Iowa State.
Yeah, that was weird. Now I didn't get to see the second half. Did they dress this up like? Because I felt like I didn't feel like they were scoring. So
I had no desire to watch this game, even from the start. I love college hoops. I'm like, I don't even want to watch this on replay. I mean, I guess maybe now that I know they scored 99 points, I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? But coming into it, I was not excited about watching that game. We did hit on this. Cal State Fullerton -5 against the Fighting Hawks of North Dakota. Boom. See you at the winner's circle. Also, Portland took down Wyoming. I know you were on the Cowboys there, but I took Portland. That wasn't a lock. And then BYU, Fresno State, Noah saved me from betting. I was going to bet Fresno State if it was at the Save Mart Center with the meth in Fresno. It was not. It was in. Noah alerted me that, hey, this is in Salt Lake City. It's not in Provo. And I go, oh fuck, the whole state of Utah is behind BYU. So I was like,
that game at Open had the neutral tag and it got bet up 4 points.
Oh, I took BYU. BYU once I knew that it was in Salt Lake City, but they got drilled. Fresno State did. Mac, your thoughts?
Rush even gave me a push on this, and Rush is a BYU.
I didn't push you. I agreed with where you stood, but
I said, "Hey, what do you think about Fresno +15?" Because BYU is known for, like West Virginia, when they're undefeated, they're feeling themselves, laying an egg, or getting in a close game. That was the whole handicap. BYU is fucking for real, man. Now, I will say, I will fade them next game because they have Utah on deck. After that is a collision course. So we're going to take Evansville against BYU in a couple days.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. BYU actually does in basketball pretty well against BYU does well against Utah in basketball. It's kind of like, well, hopefully Wednesday works out, knock on wood here. It's kind of like us against Pitt it's always usually the football that's in question. BYU usually handles the basketball portion of it, but I'm just as surprised because I know, Colby, we did the BYU preview. Is for those who don't know, I was actually born out in Provo, raised a BYU fan. I ended up going to West Virginia. Did a total 180 and went to Morgantown for school. And here I am covering West Virginia.
That needs to be a 30 for 30 too.
Oh, we should do like a off-season episode about that. Because anyway, I digress. But I mean, you could be right, Ryan. Trust me, BYU, like I always joke about this, is even though the culture of BYU and West Virginia is different, like for obvious reasons, like the fan experience is kind of the same as it relates to the team. Just kind of like, oh, we kind of beat a team we shouldn't beat. Let's keep this going. And then some team that you should absolutely kill comes around and they beat you. And it's just like, oh, shoot, we're back. So maybe you are right about Utah, but I have a feeling, let's see how BYU does in the Big 12. That's where I think they're going to be brought down to earth a little bit.
We shall see. We were both, all three of us, I believe, rode with the Northwestern Wildcats, and they won outright in overtime. They stormed the fucking court. Oh wait, Noah wasn't. Me and you were. Yeah,
I took Northwestern, but I didn't lock it.
Sprinkle that Zach Edey bullshit on us, dude. It's college basketball. You hit the road, you lose.
Yep,
it's true.
It's as simple as that.
I painted the handicap and everything for everybody, and then I just didn't take it myself because I like Purdue. But Zach Edey dropped 35 and 14. Boo Buie was outstanding. 31 points, 9 assists, I think, and 0 turnovers. Whereas Purdue, they didn't have a single, like in regulation. This game went overtime, and if anybody didn't know. In regulation, the final 7 minutes, nobody had a field goal outside of Zach Edey. So, like, they were taking good shots. They weren't turning the ball over. It was a little bit improved from last year in the game managing portion of the last 5 minutes of the game. They just didn't get shots to fall. So that's the difference there. I mean, Edey drew 14 fouls today. 2 big men for Northwestern were fouled out in overtime, and Northwestern still came out with the win. That's a testament to Chris Collins, obviously, as a coach. But the new Welsh Ryan Arena is outstanding, and it's an actual home court advantage that nobody realizes because nobody cares to watch Northwestern until recently. But like, this is a brand new arena and they built it for all the students. So it's very cool.
Yeah. All you got to do for the students is one car wash before you enter.
They're in Chicago.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Evanston right there. What the fuck? Yeah.
Everybody but the ball.
I also had a lock battle loss with Mac as San Diego State won at the buzzer. They were down 14 points. They didn't try this game, dude. They didn't try this game until like 5 minutes left. This was very annoying.
Hey, Ryan, hold up your cup.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I do have the San Diegans.
Yeah. So
the snapper.
Yeah. I got those when I was visiting San Diego. When I almost stopped buying out. Yeah. That's from the San Diego State, the new football stadium. It's a great stadium, by the way.
Yeah. Really at the snapper. They just need fans to show up, and Sean Lewis is going to bring them there. Dude, they were asleep at the wheel for the entire game. I can't believe they even pulled this out their ass because this would have been a brutal loss come March, like one that would drop them spots. But they get it done 63-62 at the buzzer. Jaden Leday hits a layup pretty much at the buzzer. Mac, your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely brutal for the Tridents because who have lost 4 in a row. But you know what, man? They should have won that game. Like you said, they led with 14 with 8 to go and then blow that. College basketball, man. Rivalries hit the road.
And I'll be honest, great fan turnout. I stand corrected. Packed. Great fan turnout.
Yeah.
Are we like I'm in here to kind of stir up conversation here. Are we a little bit nervous about San Diego State? 1 point win at UC San Diego. Cal took them into overtime. The last D1 game they played. Washington took them to overtime. That's 3 straight D1 games here that have been pretty damn close.
We're going to learn on Tuesday when they play at Grand Canyon.
True.
They're going through the motions a little bit.
Yeah. Unbelievable there. Boise State got it done against St. Mary's by 3. What the fuck is happening to St. Mary's? St. Mary's program coming into the year. I was like, this is going to be a good team. Okay. They're not going to make the NIT at this rate. Mac, your thoughts on the Broncos? Buckham Broncos. That's what they say. As they get Leon Rice gets a big time win there.
Yeah. I mean, a great win for Boise, obviously, but St. Mary's schedule has been brutal. I mean, I feel like they play a quality team each. I think they're going to be way undervalued come WCC play. I'm going to bet the shit out of them when everybody thinks they suck. They don't suck. They just have lost a bunch of close games.
Yeah. All right. Game balls. Rush, you're our guest right now, folks. Like I said, check out the Ryan and Rush show, and check out the Big 12 experience. We do a game ball. So since we do 6 game balls, so two each essentially. I'll let you lead the way. Who do you think got the biggest win for you today out there? You know, was it Northwestern? Was it?
It's
yeah.
Yeah. It's just the easiest one. Northwestern absolutely deserves a game ball. The fact that they were able to go to overtime. I know it's home team, and usually when you get to overtime and you're the home team, you figure out a way to rally. But I mean, good for them. I mean, Noah brought it up, all the struggles they went through, and they still pulled it out. Absolutely. Game ball, Northwestern. Congrats. Great win.
There we go. Mac, who's your top game ball?
Tommies.
You
Tommy set the tone
motherfucker
for the fucking day. They were up fucking 30 and a half. I gotta give it to the Tommies. They fucking beat the shit out of the frauds from Western Michigan.
That's fair. My first game ball, I think it's gotta be Cal State Fullerton. You were having a terrible season. You got North Dakota coming in 5-1, thinking their shit don't stink. No, you put them in their place, take them down by 10. So give me Cal State Fullerton with the game ball there. Yeah, I didn't even give it to Kansas yet. Rush, who's your second and final game ball?
So I promise you this isn't a homer pick, because Ryan was absolutely right when he brought this up. I was totally down on BYU today. This was a perfect letdown spot for BYU. As a fan growing up, and when they're not playing West Virginia, still a fan. I was ready for that letdown spot, and they basically won by 30 points. I mean, I got to give it to BYU. Like, good for them. They're showing that they're legit. So that's my second game ball. BYU Cougars. Good for them.
Mac, how about yourself?
I may have left Richmond today, but I'm going to go to the game in Richmond. Norfolk State, little brother getting it done at the Siegel Center. Good win over Ramit.
Yes. And my final game ball, I mean, I'm not going to say Kansas. They were favored. It's a huge win.
Yeah, don't give this pussies a game ball.
Yeah. How about Charleston beating the shit out of Liberty? That's one that you can build your resume on. I think they won by 10, if memory serves me correct, against the Flamin' Libs. Nice win there in Boca Raton at the old folks home for the Charleston Cougars. Folks, these are our game balls. Let's get into Saturday's action, because I'd say this is the first real Saturday slate for college basketball all year. So thanks again, Rush. And folks, check out the Ryan and Rush show. And appreciate you.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Congrats on getting married, brother.
So I will say this with getting married and tomorrow's game. Go Wisconsin, beat Marquette. That's the in-laws.
Oh, yeah.
They're Wisconsin. So that's what I'll end on.
That's his lock.
Wow. Well, we're going to have a little battle, I think. But folks, look, before we get to tomorrow's action, I'm going to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by good old Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, they got NBA, they got NHL, they got college football. I hit on some tonight. And they also have college hoops. Simply pick higher or lower in your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in, people. Noah, what are we looking at?
All right, so I have 2 for tonight. As I said yesterday, I now have a daily article on the sportsgamblingpodcast.com where I'm giving out 3 underdog picks for an entry every day. So check out that article for the 3rd pick. But for the first 2 here, I'm going to start you off with, my sweet spot. It's the Michigan Wolverines, because they hit the road. They play Oregon tomorrow. The Ducks are down 2 of their 3 experienced big men. And depth is a big question here for the Ducks in the front court. So Olivier Kamwa higher than 50.5 points, because defensively, Oregon's going to try to keep Olivier Kamwa in check, but I don't know how it's going to be, because you have to be disciplined in guarding this kid, because I think it's going to be a little bit of a nightmare. He's a stretch forward and he's an aggressive driver actually with the ball in his hands. So he can do it he can do everything, even around the rim. He's a catch and dunk big as well. So he's hit the higher than 15.5 points in 6 of the first 7 games so far this year for Michigan. Play number 2 or pick number 2 for your entry, Isaiah Stevens, higher than 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The notion is that Mike Hopkins' Washington team's defenses are really good, but in their past 3 games against high major opponents, the Huskies have surrendered 84.7 points per game. Even if the backcourt is able to, stun Stevens' scoring production, he's still an outstanding playmaker. And he's hit the higher than 26.5 points, rebounds, assists in all 3 of Colorado State's high major games. And he's had 8, 7, and 11 assists in those 3 games. So, plus he's active on the glass. So the Rams run through Stevens. Give me his higher than 26.5 PRA.
Boom. And look, folks, tonight I hit on Diego Pavia over a half rushing touchdown. He had 1 rushing touchdown, and then Bo Nix higher than 11.5 rushing yards. This thing is fantastic, folks. So what are you doing? Get on over there. Watch along, make picks, maybe make some cash when you sign up with the promo code TCESGPN. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. And don't forget, we're going to give away a sweatshirt. This is going to be, we're going to have like a contest, but it's going to be rigged like, David Stern's draft lotteries. You're going to get a sweatshirt eventually here. So just sign up, use that promo code TCESGPN. Show us that you signed up. And then, you can find me on Twitter at @TheColbyD or the College Basketball Experience at TCE on SGPN. But they're also going to double your first deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform. Parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. Oh shit, we have a lot of games to go through, and we're already 57 minutes in. And by the way, if you're watching youtube.com/the college experience, check out those fire ass Pick Dundee shirts. Guaranteed to get you more ass. All right. It's a fact of life. All right. Let's get into it. Got a shit ton of games. I don't want to bullshit. I love talking, promoting that shirt, but at the same time, we got 100 fucking games to do. Bucknell, Penn State, 9 a.m. Penn State's laying 18.5 points. Give me the points. In-state battle.
Yeah, Bucknell looked good the other game. Give me the points. Let's go.
The Notre Dame Fighting Irish, I'm your leprechaun, is heading to Miami. Bunch of private school pussies going at it. Miami's laying 15.5 points. That's too many fucking points. Give me the Irish. What are you doing here?
Miami is off the loss, but I'm going to take Notre Dame with the points as well off the loss. Conference game.
Northern Kentucky, the Norse, are laying 9.5 against Ooey Pooey, as Patty says, IUPUI. That's a little interesting. This was a 40-point game the last time they played. I believe Northern Kentucky won by 39. I'll lay it. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it as well. Ooh, Pooh's god awful. Now I'm gonna take the points. Let's go.
Rob Donaldson, I took Notre Dame plus the points there. Took Notre Dame plus the points there. Syracuse is catching 9.5 at UVA. I think they can cover this. Give me the 9.5 in the Orangemen. What are you doing here?
Yeah, you look at it. Virginia coming off the big win against Texas A&M. Syracuse coming off actually a big win as well. I'll take the points.
Marquette is laying 2.5. Shop around. In Madison, Wisconsin, Rush Bishop was just locking up the Badgers. And I told you I'd battle him because I think Shaka Smart is 0-2 in this game. They get their first win against the Badgers right here. Let's go. What are you doing here?
Hey, Chad, where do you think I'm going? On Wisconsin. Lock battle. Let's go.
Oh, let's fucking go. I understand you're crashing at your buddy's house tonight, so you don't want to get
win this
fucking,
game.
You don't want to get teabagged. So I understand it, folks.
Cha-cha out of here.
Yeah, we got a lock battle going on. Pick Dundee riding with the Golden Eagles. Rush Bishop, Moneyline Mac, flying high with the Wisconsin Badgers. On Wisconsin, they're saying.
They're going to be drunk as hell at 10 a.m. in Madison tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic.
That's they're drunk as hell at 10 a.m. every fucking day in Madison. Holy Cross is catching 6.5 at Central Connecticut State. This game is complete fucking ass. Give me the points. Give me the points. There's too many. What are you doing here?
Yeah, give me the points, I guess.
South Florida, you filthy whores. They're taking on Frank Martin and the UMass Minutemen, your old employer. Give me the points. I think they can hang. You know, he's from South Florida. Sympathy play. Sympathy play. What are you doing here?
I'll take the points. What'd you say the number was?
I'm seeing 6.5 right now.
Yeah, I'll take the points.
I am currently looking for Lehigh is laying 1 at UMBC. Give me UMBC to win this one after that tough loss to Coppin. What are you doing here?
I'll okay, yeah. Coppin drilled them. Give me UMBC as well. Let's go.
Georgia State is catching 2.5 at Kennesaw. Nice little in-state battle. That's what I like about today's slate. There's a lot of these. Man, both these teams aren't as good as they were. Give me Georgia State. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take Kennesaw.
I think it's a tough one. I'm not betting that. Stay away. Stay away. Moving along. We got Presbyterian taking on VMI. Presbyterian's laying 2.5. This line reeks. This line reeks. The Blue Hose are solid. Should we bet the Blue Hose, or is this just a filthy line that we should stay away from?
I think we. Oh man, I mean, can we really trust Presbyterian on the road?
Dude, they look good, man.
I'm doing it. I had a.
Let's lock Presbyterian.
Let's lock battle you. VMI. Let's go. Bounce back. They got drilled by Navy. They're bounced back. That place gets lit on Saturday home games because all the cadets go there. They beat Radford on a home game last year.
That's fair. I'm not going to lock it up. You can lock it up.
They're going to win outright. Let's go. VMI.
Moneyline Max said ride with the Keydets. I'm on Presbyterian. I would battle it, but he's right. It does get lit on Saturdays. Presbyterian won by 16 the last time they played a year ago.
It's in Lexington, Virginia now, baby.
Indiana State is catching 2.5 at Bradley. Bradley won by 1 the last time these teams played back on March 4th. I am going to take the Sycamores until I lose. I'm not going to bet them though. What are you doing here? It's a great game. It's a fucking fantastic game early in the morning here. What are you doing here?
So Bradley's coming off the first loss. Indiana State came off a huge win. Bradley back at home where they never fucking lose. I'm going to lock Bradley. Let's go.
Lock it. The Braves. Braves on the warpath. Let's go. Fight for all of Chicago or all of Peoria, wherever the fuck they are. All of Illinois. How about that?
For more context on that, Indiana State's second away game of the season, their first one was at Bama, and they got ran. So, first one of their caliber, but still they're 0-1 on the road.
Bradley ain't going 0-2 in Missouri Valley. Let's go.
Memphis is laying 1.5 in Oxford, Mississippi against Chris Beard. Penny Hardaway's going to beat them. I will lay the 1.5. What are you doing here?
I will lay it as well. I mean, I don't know what I'm getting with this Ole Miss team. I mean, they got Moussa Cisse back, I guess. I think that hurts him. Give me Memphis.
Youngstown State's laying 3.5 against Bob Morris. This line stinks, right?
It does stink.
I will lay the 3.5, but I'm not going to lock it because this line should be like 6.
I'll do it again. Give me Bob Morris. Lock it up. These lines reek.
Moneyline Mac riding with Bob Morris.
Jared Calhoun just won his 100th game. They had a hell of a party. It's my guy, but I mean, I got to fade him here.
Next up, need to find a line. Can we find a line on Northern Iowa and North Florida and High Point? Anyone see that line out there? Why do I not see it? Noah, you got that one for me? In the meantime, Northern Iowa is laying 3.5 at Evansville. This game's awesome. Low key awesome. These MVC games, fantastic. I think Northern Iowa bounces back. They got fucked up the other day. I'm laying the 3.5 with the Panthers. What are you doing here?
Yeah, they did get fucked up. I mean, they both are coming off a loss. Evansville got drilled by Missouri State. I'll lean to take in Northern Iowa because of the culture.
I see North Florida High Point. High Point's laying 3. I'm going to ride with High Point. High Point seems to be pretty decent this year.
Is this line reek?
I don't think so. I don't think the High Point's trusted yet.
Yeah. Give me North Florida.
The Citadel is the Citadel is laying 7.5 at North Carolina A&T. I mean, I kind of think the Citadel is going to fuck them up. I'm going to lay the 7.5. I'm not going to lock it. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Terrell's guys. Timeout. What was the last time North Carolina A&T had a home game? They have not had a home game. This is a home opener. I am locking North Carolina A&T. Terrell Furman, let's go.
I don't think he would be with you on this one. Folks, Moneyline Max locking up A&T. I'm not touching this shit with a 10-foot pole.
Swacking the axe, baby.
Furman is catching 8.5 at Princeton. This I will take. Give me the Paladins plus 8.5. Lock it up. What are you doing here?
I'll join you. You're taking Furman, right?
Yes. Yeah. 8.5 with them. Let's go.
Get this private school pussy shit out of here.
St. Bonaventure, the Bonnies are laying 10.5 at Buffalo. Little rivalry here. Lay it because Buffalo sucks ass, even though they looked all right against JMU, but I'm still laying it. What are you doing here?
You said 8.5?
10.5.
10.5. I'm gonna go Buffs. I'm gonna go Buffalo, man. I actually thought they looked pretty good against.
They looked all right. The other night.
They're back.
I don't know if they can consistently. They need to prove it to me. Noah, can you hook me up with a line for North Alabama, Kansas State, and Grambling and Dayton? In the meantime, Florida State's catching 13.5 at North Carolina. I can be talked into a lock here with Florida State.
I feel like we have to. North Carolina's coming off the big Tennessee win. Florida State's coming off a devastating loss. We got it. I mean, let's go.
Florida State, lock it up.
We get our kicks doing the Seminole rap. We are the Seminoles of Florida State. We know we're good. Some say.
And I'll have you guys know I'm on Louisville in football, so my theory still plays out fine. Louisville wins. Florida State wins on the covers on the hardwood. Old Dominion is catching 1.5 at Northeastern. It's a good game. Give me ODU on the road to get the win. What are you doing here?
I'll go Northeastern. Let's go.
Boston BU is catching 8.5 at fucking Sacred Hot. 8.5 is too many points for me to bet on fucking Sacred Hot. I'll tell you that right now. Give me BU. What are you doing here?
BU. You can't lay this many points at fucking Sacred Heart. What are we? This is Fringe Lock. Check the picks page.
You're right.
Out of
it's
here.
close. Yeah.
Sacred Heart.
The golf course of Binghamton's laying 3.5 against your Stonehill Skyhawks. Holy shit. I mean, are you going to go back to the well? Are you going to go back to that solid Skyhawk team? Where the hell is my, I don't know here it is.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
I'm going back to Binghamton. Let's go. I'm not betting this.
I will. Stonehill wins the game. Let's go.
You're locking this?
Oh, yeah. Who is Binghamton to be laying points on the road?
I can't do it. Can't do it. Stonehill plus 3.5 against the golf course.
Money line.
Can we get a line on Valpo and Belmont, as well as Cornell Lafayette? Drop those in the chat if you can. By the way, Dayton's a 21.5 point favorite against Grambling. Nope. Give me Grambling to cover that. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm on Grambling. Too many points.
Do we have that North Alabama K-State spread too? Belmont's laying 15.5 at home against Valpo. Lay it. What are you doing here?
The only thing is Belmont's off the big win. I'll take the points.
No, but they've won 2 in a row. 2 big ones. Like they're just playing better.
They are. They are. A lot of white
I don't know.
guys to be laying that many.
Hit me with that North Alabama K-State line if you can.
17.5.
Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Kansas State has the Big East on deck, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. They got Villanova. Yeah, give me North Alabama. Fucking K-State has pissed me off lately.
You could talk me into a lock on that.
The only thing is, North Alabama's on the short turn though. They just played on Thursday night. Now it's a Saturday early game. I've seen these dogs just run out of legs in the second half on these quick turns, less than 36 hours.
All right. Also need the spread for Cornell Lafayette. Anyway, Delaware is heading to Ohio. Ohio's laying 7.5. You could talk me into a lock with Ohio minus 7.5.
I'm gonna lay it with Ohio, but I'm not gonna lock this.
Okay. Cornell is laying 11 against Lafayette. The Leopards. No way. No fucking way.
Hey. Lock.
I'm locking up the Leopards plus 11 at home.
What is this Ivy League bullshit?
Double lock. St. Francis, PA is catching 12.5 at AU, taking out American. Give me the points.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I
Not
I
betting
feel like
this.
Perfect. Yeah, it's perfect.
Bellarmine is on the road in Muncie, Indiana, taking on Ball State. Give me Bellarmine to win this one. They're a 1.5 point dog. What are you doing here?
I kind of like Bellarmine a lot better. Fringe lock. Check the picks page.
Mississippi Valley State. Noah Phoenix Delta Devils are catching 28 points at North Texas. Nope. Give me North Texas. North Texas barely scores. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Lay it. They're going to win 58-36.
Drexel is catching 11.5 at Villanova. I am locking up Villanova minus 11.5. They're not going to lose back-to-back games. They're going to drill Drexel here. What are you doing here?
I don't know if I trust Villanova in a big number right now. Give me the points. I'm staying away from it though. They are off the loss. They got K-State on deck. Yeah.
Duke is laying 13 in Atlanta against Georgia Tech. I will lay the 13, I guess, but no. Give me Georgia Tech plus 13. Duke wins by 10.
I kind of want to lock Georgia Tech. No. Duke's off the loss. Oh, yeah. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. That's too many points of this. This Duke team's not that good right now.
Moneyline Max, lock it up. UTM. I'm sorry, not UTM. Georgia Tech.
They always put Duke close, man.
Buzz, sting. Since Bobby Cremens. UT Martin's catching 12.5 at McNeese. Dude, I'm locking up UT Martin. Give me the 12.5. You just had a huge win against UAB. That's a good play. What are you doing here?
How long's the suspension again?
He comes back after the 10th game. This is the 9th game.
I'm with you. Let's go, Martin. I'm with you. Last time, yeah, I like it.
Lock up UT Martin, folks.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
You should do a Skyhawk parlay between both Skyhawks. Detroit is catching 11.5 at Cleveland State. Give me the points, but I'm never betting Detroit ever again. What are you doing here?
Yeah, fuck Detroit.
Wait, didn't Cleveland State just get their ass whooped by somebody? They did. You know what? I'll lay it with Cleveland State. Fuck Detroit.
I'm on Detroit, so I don't know how good this Cleveland State team is.
Chat, I need the line for Jacksonville and Georgia Southern.
By the way, that's the conference home opener for Cleveland State.
They're going to drill them. I'm not locking it, though. South Carolina Upstate is catching 2.5 at North Carolina Central. This is a good game. Central is going to win. I'm laying the 2.5.
I like Central here, too, as well. I'm not going to lock it, though.
Jacksonville is only laying 2 at Georgia Southern. What? Georgia Southern's 0-7.
Oh, yeah. Courtney Love, lock up Georgia Southern.
I just can't do it, dude.
I'm doing it.
Jacksonville won by 27 the last time they played.
Yeah, but Jacksonville's not the same team either.
They keep winning, dude. They just drilled fucking Campbell.
Jacksonville just got their ass beat by Michigan State, too. Is this like an after Alabama?
Not Georgia Southern. You mean Georgia Southern?
Just Georgia Southern. Yeah, sorry. Is this like an after a high major get beat up?
This is the home opener. This is a home opener. Oh, yeah, I'm all over Georgia Southern. Lock it up. Okay, win number 1, baby.
No.
Lock battle.
Fuck you. All right. This is what happens.
We
got a battle. Pick Dundee swimming with the dolphins. Swimming upstream, baby. Underline Mac. Riding with Georgia Southern. Noah?
In Jacksonville's first road game, they turned it into a brawl. They actually fought Robert Morris.
That's right.
Oh, fucking Georgia Southern's gonna fuck them up.
IPFW is catching 6.5 at Oakland.
Paul Bucher doesn't like my locks. I'm only 55-20 fucking 4 this week on my locks, but hey, who's counting?
IPFW Oakland. I don't know. Give me the points here. I don't know. Actually, Oakland looked really good. I'll lay it. What are you doing here?
We can't keep taking Oakland. They're like 8-0 against spread. I'll fade them this time. I'm not locking it though, because I don't like Fort Wayne either.
Wright State's catching 3.5 at Davidson. I will lock up Davidson minus 3.5. I think they're a better team. I think they're a pretty good team this year. What are you doing here?
I went back and forth. I'll take Wright State.
Nichols is catching 15 at Louisiana Tech. I will lock up Nichols plus 15 at Louisiana Tech. Fuck out of here with this line. What is this? What are you doing here?
I like Nichols too. I'll join you on this one. Let's go. This is little brother angle.
This line is insane. Let's go. Colgate is catching 20.5 points in Tucson against Arizona. Nope. Lay the 20.5. What are you doing here?
I guess I'll lay it with Arizona.
San Jose State got upset by Cal Poly the other day. Now they head to Missoula and they're catching 3.5. Give me Sparty and Tim Miles. What are you doing here?
I like San Jose State wait, no, this game's in Montana. Are we worried about the travel to Montana off the loss?
No fans are going to be there because they're going to be at the foot. Actually, no, it is before the football game. So there is that.
Montana hasn't played at home. I'm locking Montana. Montana's going to fuck them up. Let's go.
I'm not locking them.
Home dog.
Moneyline Max said, ride with the Grizz. Currently looking for the line on St. Louis, Southern Illinois, and Wagner and Stony Brook. If you guys can hit me with those lines, let me know. Fairleigh Dickinson. Actually, no, I need this line too. Fairleigh Dickinson, NJIT, I need as well. Michigan is catching 2.5 at Oregon. Oregon's whole roster. Surprise, surprise. Every fucking year, this Oregon team is just full of injuries. What, Nate Biddle's out, and Folly Dante's out. Give me Michigan until I know otherwise. Give me Michigan.
No, Noah.
Yeah, look, there's 92 games on the slate, so I'm in the background just doing timestamps for this video, but I have to hop in. I mean, this is a depleted front court going up against Olivier Kamwa and Terrace Reed, Doug McDaniel in transition. Michigan's gonna. We're winning on the football field and the basketball court tomorrow. We're locking up Michigan. We're taking the higher than 15.5 points with Olivier Kamwa, and you're betting the team total over for Michigan. Don't bet the over for the game because Iowa's not going to score, but Michigan scoring more than 20.
No. I am locking up Iowa over the first half number and over the second half number, and I'm locking up the under. And Deacon Hill throws for a cool 73. And they cover. What are you doing in this Michigan game?
I'm locking Oregon. Back-to-back losses coming back home. They're gonna beat Michigan. Let's go. Let's go, Noah. You get the football game. You ain't getting the basketball game. Quack, quack.
We got a lock battle between Mac and Noah. Fun a lot, Mac. Riding with the Ducks. Noah Bieniek going with the Wolverines. St. Louis is catching 6.5 at Southern Illinois, according to the chat. I could lock up Southern Illinois here.
Southern Illinois just got drilled the other night too.
Let's lock them, dude.
It is kind of regional too. Southern Illinois, St. Louis. It's in Carbondale. Let's go. Illinois is going to fucking win.
As my boy Stone Labanowitz says, don't let the dogs get hot, and the Salukis are going to get hot. Let's go.
Is this the first true road game for St. Louis in a lower mid-major? Good luck.
I love fading Travis Ford here. NJIT is getting 1.5 against Fairleigh Dickinson. No. Fairleigh Dickinson's winning this game. Give me Fair Dick. What are you doing here?
You have such a strong opinion on this one. Give me Fair Dick. Let's go. Everybody loves Fair Dick, right?
Wagner. Do we have that line on Wagner and Stony Brook out there in the universe? Anyone got that? Stony Brook's laying 7. No. Give me Wagner.
No. Lock.
Yeah.
Wagner. That's
I'll join you. Let's lock up Wagner. Again, even though we ate shit on this one the other day. Let's take the 7, lock up the vacuum company. Winthrop is laying 3.5 at Coastal Carolina. Ugh. Give me. I guess I'll go Winthrop. I don't feel good about this one. What are you doing here?
I mean, I have been down on both these teams. Give me Winthrop. Let's go. Little brother, right?
Missouri State's catching 6.5 at Drake.
This is a good basketball game.
Give me the points. What are you doing here?
I kind of think this might be a statement game for Drake. Give me Drake.
Harvard is traveling to Illinois to take on Loyola Chicago. Loyola's laying 5.5. It's too many points right now. Actually, they've been playing a little bit better. I'm still taking Harvard plus the points. What are you doing here?
Give me Loyola Chicago. They're due for one of these.
They've been looking better lately.
Yeah.
Illinois is heading to the rack. Rutgers is laying 1.5. Get the fuck out of here. I will lock up Rutgers minus 1.5 at the rack against the Illini. What are you doing here?
I mean, how many times do we have to do this? Rutgers, easy. Let's go.
Yes.
Illinois sucks.
Double lock on Rutgers.
Real quick, have you seen Illinois' schedule? I mean, it's Western Illinois, Southern, Valpo, Oakland, and Eastern Illinois. They lost to Marquette. They haven't played anybody. They're going to get killed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Rutgers.
First time they leave home too, correct?
Oh, yeah. They're going to get...
You on this?
Oh, yeah. Noah, are you locking up Rutgers with us? Get back here.
Spinal. No, I'm only locking up Michigan for the show. I'm doing all the timestamps. I'll get
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin.
I need the line on Cal State Northridge, Northern Colorado, and I also need the line on Bowling Green, Southern Indiana. In the meantime, NC State heads to Boston College. Boston College is laying 1.5. Fuck out of here with this one. I'm not locking it though, but give me Boston College minus 1.5. What are you doing here?
This game is in Boston College, so this is a back-to-back road spot for NC State. When was the last time NC State played a home game? Give me Boston College. Fuck NC State. They're fucking soft as shit.
Yeah.
They're like Pitt, biggest fucking frauds ever.
Northern Colorado's laying 4 against Cal State Northridge. Ugh.
Ugh.
Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Give me the points as well.
Bowling Green, Southern Indiana. Anyone got that line? Also, Wilmington, Kentucky, which I'm very intrigued on that line. Southern Indiana is catching 5 at home against Bowling Green. I think we should. I don't know. I kind of like Bowling Green. Give me the points in the Screaming Eagles, but I'm not betting it. What are you doing here?
You know, these are my boys, baby. It's home dog, Southern Indiana. I mean, they're what, 2-6 or right there. Who has Bowling Green played on the road? Oakland? Yeah. Southern Indiana, lock it up. All day, baby.
All right, I'll fucking
They're going to win outright. They're going to win outright.
Give me the Screaming Eagles. Fly. Fucking fly. 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 Let's go.
Our boys are starting to come together. Queen's playing better. Tommy's playing getting better. Southern Indiana's starting to play better. I feel it.
Here's the lock. Wilmington's catching 18 after that tough loss to the greatest team of all time, these Carolina Pirates. 18 in Lexington. What did Kentucky just do? They just worked Miami.
It was a lock battle.
Oh, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Wilmington
No,
gets up for these spots.
not this one. I said that was a lock battle. I'm not locking this one. No way.
And as Hunter York in the chat says, Wilmington's coach already won at Rupp when he played at Gardner Webb. Give me this. Give me the 18 and the Seahawks. I'm locking it up. Kentucky's going to win by like 8 or 9. Noah, I see you're here.
Yeah, I'm here to add input here. New Mexico State, Texas A&M Commerce, St. Joe's. Those are 3 mid-majors that Kentucky slept-walked through games and were losing at one point. Wilmington's better than all 3 of those. I think if you're on Wilmington, you got to sprinkle a little bit on this money line here.
Let's go.
Because, I mean, that St. Joe's game came after Kansas. The first 2 were before Kansas. Now we're talking about one of the other bigger wins against Miami. Right after that, I like the spot.
I'm staying away because Wilmington just played 2 nights ago at the greatest or second greatest institution behind West Virginia. There you go. Cheers.
Can I get the line on LaSalle, Penn, and Alabama A&M Vandy? UT Rio Grande is catching 11.5 at Tarleton.
My boys.
I'll take the points. They can cover this. Tarleton doesn't score, so give me the points. What are you doing here, Mac?
Wasn't the other night an all-out effort? One game for Billy Clyde. Now they're taking on the Mexicans. I'm going back to the well and I'm locking up the Mexicans. Let's go.
I'll go with you. Let's ride. It's just the spread should be like 7 or 8. I feel like. Give me the 11.5 in Rio Grande.
I think they might win outright.
Let's go. Penn is laying 2 to LaSalle. LaSalle just played triple over. This is a great game. Give me LaSalle to get it done. I'm taking the points. What are you doing here, Mac?
Yeah, I mean, LaSalle fucking burned us the other day. I do worry about them coming off the triple overtime loss, but I'm trusting my guy, Fran Dunphy. Let's go.
Vandy's laying 15.5 against Alabama A&M. I will never, ever lay 15.5 with Vanderbilt in any sport. Could even be in any sport. Let's go. Give me the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M. What are you doing here?
Rob, our guys, Alabama A&M that we gave out in their home opener on the money line. I will lay it with Vandy. They're going to get killed here.
Houston Christians getting 19 at Rice. These are both in Houston. I mean, Houston Christian gets drilled by a lot of teams though, but I just can't. I got to take Houston Christian. I got to take Houston Christian. I can't lay 19 points with Rice. What are you doing here?
We got to study this spot a little more. Houston Christian. This is a local game. I mean, Rice is coming off a drilling of Tennessee Martin. They're not going to drill them back to back. I'm going to lock up Houston Christian.
I'll join you.
Let's go.
Let's go. Joel Osteen's money. Let's go.
God.
All right.
I love it. It's disgusting, but I love it.
He'll keep all the poor people out of the fucking church, but don't worry. He's going to throw that money behind that basketball program. Portland State's catching 12.5 at Washington State. I will lock up the Vikings in Portland State plus 12.5 at Washington State. This line's insane. What are you doing here?
I kind of agree with you. Give me Portland State. Lock it up. I mean, Washington State's not drawing anything.
Yeah. Vikings parlay. Let's go. Well, no, not a parlay yet. I'll get to it in a second. Cal Poly's catching 2.5 at Idaho. Wrong team favorite. Wrong team favorite. I'm buying into this. I'm buying into the fucking Mustangs here. Give me the 2.5 in Moscow. What are you doing here?
I have no idea. I went to one too many times as well with Cal Poly. Give me Idaho. No, give me Cal Poly. They came through the other night. I'll ride you guys one more time. Come through again. Let's go.
Delaware State, Loyola, Maryland. I need that number, folks. If you can, hop on over there.
People are enjoying me locking all these Ken Palm 330 sub teams. Hey, they're having a hell of a week, baby.
I also need a line on Northwestern State, Baylor. South Carolina State's catching 1.5 at Charleston Southern. Love the in-state battle here. I think Southern should be favored. I will lay the 1.5. What are you doing here?
I kind of like South Carolina State here. I think my guy Eric Martin's got those guys playing. They almost beat Furman. They hung him with Missouri State. Hung him with Missouri. This is the one they win. I'm going to lock up South Carolina State. They're going to win outright.
Fucking maniac for locking that one.
Charleston Southern bullshit out of here.
Both kind of suck ass this year from when I've watched them.
But South Carolina State's been competitive with good teams.
All right, maybe I'll change my pick to taking State, but I don't like that play by any means. TCU is laying 11.5 in DC against Georgetown.
TCU hasn't played anybody, man.
Give me the points, but I don't feel good about it. I think Georgetown's not very good, but give me the points. TCU wins by 8 or 9.
I don't have any feel in this game because I think Georgetown fucking blows. But TCU has had arguably if West Virginia played TCU's schedule, they'd be fucking 6-0 too. Houston Christian, Alcorn, Mississippi Valley State, the Mexicans, Omaha, Southern. We don't know anything about this team. I'll take Georgetown the points just based off of not knowing anything.
Noah?
Matt kind of tapped into my quick handicap here. And plus, football's kind of over in DC. Sorry to Washington and all the colleges in the area.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Are they going to show up and actually support the Georgetown basketball team here?
No, they won't.
I mean,
who knows what the fuck they're doing in DC right now?
I just find it hilarious that where the fuck is it? I got it somewhere on here. And I can't find it right now. Anyway, yeah.
Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
Let's go.
3-time Super Bowl champion, by the way.
No, you could say Redskins. We don't think you're racist by saying Redskins.
Hail to the Redskins.
Life's not that black and white.
All of Washington football teams. I don't know if I said teams, but just the region of football's coming to an end. Do they support
There's only
Georgetown
one
basketball?
Washington football team. All right.
And it ain't the Commanders. That is not a team.
Yeah,
who are the
fuck
Commanders?
Out of here with that shit. The fuck out of here with that shit. Who are the Commanders? Southern Utah is catching 13.5 at Seattle.
Seattle's laying another big number.
I'm locking this. Why the fuck are they laying the crack house might be rocking, but I'm taking the 13.5 and the Thunderbirds. Let's go.
I'm
what are
with
you
you.
doing here?
Yeah, Southern Utah's going to go in there and say, get that, climate change bullshit out of here. That's the name of the arena. Let's go.
Yeah, climate change arena.
Yeah, get that shit out of here.
We're gonna make our point by having our shitty basketball team play there.
Yeah,
What?
That'll convince
What a
everybody.
dumb fucking idea.
I'm
Loyola,
walking with you.
Maryland.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thunderbirds.
T-Birds.
Yeah, let's go. Loyola, Maryland is.
By the way, either they're not playing at climate change arena or they renamed it to the Red Hawk Center.
To the what?
We complain.
To the Red Hawk Center now.
Oh, they've changed it. They've changed it. Yeah, what the fuck? Isn't that racist these days? Where the fuck am I at here? You guys are all fucking me up here. Loyola, Maryland's laying 4 against Delaware State. No, the Hornets will cover the 4. What are you doing here?
How about Delaware State the other night getting it done against our guys from Chicago State? This is a back-to-back road spot. A little worried about it, but I mean they're always on the road. Give me Delaware State. I love my Hornets.
Baylor's laying 34.5 against Northwestern State.
No,
I'll take the points all day here. I'm not locking it though, dude. Don't talk me into a lock here.
Hold on. Let's take a look at Baylor's schedule. Baylor is. They got Seton Hall, Big East. We've done this over and over. Kansas didn't cover. Oklahoma didn't cover. Texas didn't cover. The Big 12's over and covering these games on the Big East look ahead. Lock up Northwestern State.
All right.
They lose by 22.
All right, give me the demons. Let's fly. It's whatever the fuck they do. Demons fly. Fucking mythical fucking. Anyway, the fucking Long Island Sharks. Now let's get to it, baby. All right.
Here we go.
The fucking Sharks are heading down to fucking Miami Beach. All right. They're gonna go party at the fucking airport there in Miami. I dare you to bet on that fucking Miami team with no bite. Meanwhile, the fucking Sharks come in, they're biting things left and right. You swim past the fucking Sharks, you get bit, motherfucker. All right, give me the fucking Long Island Sharks plus 12.5. Sprinkle that plus 600 because they're fucking Sharks. And let me tell you something about people from New York City. They accustomed to going down to fucking Florida. All right, so give me the Sharks and piss off with that bullshit. What are you doing here?
Give me FIU. LIU, man. I mean, they've been on the road. Have they played a home game since Air Force?
The fucking Sharks, the ocean's their home. You go fucking play by the ocean and you fucking cover. That's what they do. They go to UCLA Pacific Ocean. They go down there to the fucking Gulf of Mexico. Boom. No problem. Cover. Getting it done. You're crazy. Lock battle?
No, I'm not locking that stupid airport. They're terrible. They do have FAU on deck. LIU. They got Miami in a couple days. I can't wait to bet on LIU that night.
Fucking Sharks are going to fucking dominate. Plus 600, folks. Forget about it, says Balla. Balla 1, 2, 3. Let's go. The fucking Sharks are going to do it.
I was thinking to myself, Colby's actually making pretty good pace. We're flying here throughout the show so far. No, it was just to get to this game so you could have some fun on Sharks.
We're gonna do a 5-minute talk on the fucking Sharks. They got players left and right. Rod Strickland, the fucking coach, he's a fucking Shark. He's got his sons on the team.
In Miami.
Yeah, he's been to Miami plenty of times down there with the Washington Bullets when they played the fucking Ronnie Cycli's fucking Heat. All right, this time they got the squad. RJ Green, he can fucking play. He's a fucking bit of a Shark himself. The whole other team, Terrell Strickland, the son of Rod Strickland. It's like Shador Sanders over there. Let's go with the fucking Sharks plus 600. You thank me tomorrow. Stephen F. Austin, Abilene Christian, little rivalry game here. Stephen F. Austin's laying 2.5 at Abilene Christian. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Give me Abilene Christian plus 2.5. What are you doing here?
This is lock for I'm locking Abilene. This is a rivalry. I think
they hate each other. They fucking hate each other.
Abilene's gonna win. Let's go.
I'm in on that. We got a good one there. That game. Watch that one. Thank me later on that one too. Just watch
hate
it.
each other. It's
Yeah,
great.
that's a low key awesome rivalry. Can we find where is this Charleston, Florida Atlantic? There we go. I got it. Wow, Florida Atlantic's laying 16. Give me Charleston plus the points. What are you doing here?
I'm not fading them. They keep kicking my fucking ass. But give me Charleston.
Richmond's laying 15.5 against William and Mary.
There's a lot of white guys on this court.
Give me William and Mary plus 15.5. I know they suck. They can cover this. They can cover this. Give me the 15.5 with the Tribe. What are you doing here?
Oh, these are regional games. I live right there. I'm not there tomorrow, but hey, William and Mary is going to be live in this game. I think they have a chance to win the game outright. Give me Bill and Mary.
Let's go.
Tribe.
Let's go. Miami, Ohio, and Travis Lexington Steele come into Huntington, West Virginia to take on the Thunder and Herd. Marshall's laying 11.5. It's a little bit too much for me. Give me the Red Hawks or whatever the fuck they're called now, plus the 11.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, too many points for me. I will take Miami of Ohio.
This game's awesome. UMass Lowell is at Merrimack. Merrimack's catching 6.5. Warriors come out and play. Give me the Warriors to cover it at least. Lowell might win, but give me the Warriors to cover this. What are you doing here?
I mean, are we a little worried about UMass Lowell off the game the other night? They should have lost to the Graveyard. Give me Merrimack. It's a home dog.
Yeah.
I'm locking this. Merrimack.
I'll join you.
They might win.
Warriors. I can't play the clip anymore, so unfortunately I don't sound like David Patrick Kelly. George Mason. George Mason's at Toledo. It's a good game. Mason's catching 3.5 or 4. Give me Mason. I think Mason's better than them this year. What are you doing here?
Give me the Rockets.
Sac State is at Long Beach State. Long Beach State's laying 12. No. Give me Sac State plus 12.
I think this is a lock.
Yeah.
Sac State, man. This is another inflated line.
It's a ridiculous line right here. I've been to the pyramid. Shit don't get lit. All right, give me the 12.
I win the game outright.
Milwaukee's laying 2.5 at Green Bay. Wrong team favored. Green Bay wins. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me Green Bay.
Santa Clara is catching 1.5 in Berkeley, dropping acid with the Golden Bears there. Santa Clara wins. I don't feel great about this one though. What are you doing here?
What'd you say the number was since it's at Cal?
Cal's laying 1.5.
Is this a spot that Cal gets up? I mean, they've lost 4 in a row.
They're not bad, man. They're not bad. I'll tell you that.
I think this. I mean, we got Santa Clara at 7-1. We got Cal at what 2-5. They're coming back. They've lost 4 in a row.
You sold me. You sold me.
Cal, lock it up.
Let's lock up the Golden Bears, folks. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. John mentions that it is Long Beach State's home opener. They can still win. I just don't feel like they're going to blow them out. Yale is at Vermont. Vermont's laying 1.5. I think we should probably lock Vermont. No, I'm not going to lock it. I'm just going to lay it.
I'm just looking forward to watching the game. I'll lean to Vermont, but I mean, it's not league play yet.
These games are awesome. These low key games like this, and Western Carolina's catching 1.5 at Gardner Webb. This game's awesome. These games are awesome. Like the last 3 or 4 games that we've said have been very entertaining to me. Give me the Catamounts to win. Shout out to Weehawk, but I don't know. I think that's gonna come down to the wire. What are you doing here? I'm
gonna lock the shit out of Gardner Webb. This is a tough road spot. You're undefeated. Gardner Webb off the loss to Queens. Gardner Webb wins.
Moneyline Mac locking up Gardner Webb. Colorado State's heading to Seattle to take on Washington. They're laying 4.5. Give me Washington because Colorado State just beat the Buffs and they fucking stormed the court. I think Washington's going to beat them. Sprinkle a little bit on that plus 170 with the Huskies. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I kind of tend to agree with you. I mean, this is a fantastic game. Colorado State, who's been fucking rolling. This game's in Vegas, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Actually, I'm not going to lock it then. Just give me Washington plus the points. I was thinking I was going to lock this.
Didn't Washington just play in Vegas?
Yeah.
Give me Washington. I don't have a good feeling.
What's your guys' opinion on Washington just winning the Pac-12 football championship?
I was just thinking that
in
too.
Vegas. In Vegas.
Oh shit! And they're in Vegas.
No, we got to lock Colorado State.
But they're coming off
their
Colorado
fan base is in Vegas for the football.
I'm locking Washington. I think they're gonna fuck up Colorado State. They're gonna ride the high right into it, man. Give me Washington. They're just as talented.
But what if they're partying all night? They just won the Pac-12 championship. They're going to the college football playoffs.
It's gonna be a home game though. I think they're gonna fuck them up, man.
That's true. All right, I'll take Washington.
Colorado State just beat Creighton and Colorado.
I know, but I'm just
They're
there's no
playing with house
pressure.
money.
Yeah, I'll take Washington. Okay, you talked me into it again. Austin Peay's getting 5.5 at Tennessee State. Give me Tennessee State minus 5.5. What are you doing here?
Give me the Governors. I think the Governors, this is a good bounce back spot, man. They have not played well. Give me the Govs.
Wofford is catching 8.5 in Murfreesboro against Middle Tennessee. Give me the points.
I'll take the points as well.
Rhode Island is catching 14 at Providence. I will lock up Rhode Island plus 14. What are you doing here?
I'll take Rhode Island. I'll lock it. Let's go. I'm with you. Let's go.
Let's go, folks. The Ram parlay here. Well, I don't know. Depends if you're taking Fordham or Colorado State. Either way, I like this spot though with Rhode Island in Providence here. Temple is catching 5.5 at St. Joe's. St. Joe's just beat Villanova.
Oh man, zigzag. Here we go.
Give me the Owls to cover it. I'm not betting it. What are you doing?
This is a league game, right?
No.
They used to be in the same league.
Yeah.
I am all over Temple. Lock. They just got the biggest win of the year.
Max
won the Super Bowl.
Fly with the Owls. Let's go. Fucking Dartmouth is catching 5.5 at Albany. Give me fucking Dartmouth in the points. What are you doing here, Mac?
I'll take Dartmouth. Let's go.
UT Arlington is taking on the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon's laying 10.5. I'm taking Grand Canyon because this place gets fucking lit. I could be talked into a lock here, but I think UTA is all right. But what are you doing here?
Oh man, I'll take Grand Canyon, but they got the big game on deck though.
Yeah. San Diego State on deck.
Yeah, stay away.
Lindenwood is catching 9.5 at Idaho State. No. Give me Lindenwood. What are you doing here, Mac?
Let me dive into this a little more. Lindenwood going to Idaho State. Oh God, give me Lindenwood. I mean, God, they can't lay that many points at Idaho State.
Yeah, we should lock it.
Okay. Why not?
Lindenwood plus 9.5. Lock it up. Penitentiary rules. Tulsa.
Idaho State's D1 home opener, by the way.
Oh, all right. I'm staying away. They might fuck them up.
I'm still locking it. Tulsa is catching 4.5 in Tulsa against Oral Roberts. I think Tulsa's going to win this game, right? Give me the 4.5. Battle of Tulsa here. What are you doing? What are you doing here, Mac?
Yeah, I'll take the points, but I'm staying away. Rivalry game.
UC Irvine's catching 5.5 in Logan, Utah against Utah State. No. Utah State's going to drill them, right? I'm laying the 5.5. I could be talked into a lock.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it. Utah State is actually they had a big win. Irvine's coming off a loss, but I mean they were cross country in Pennsylvania. They've been everywhere. I like Utah State, but I'll stay away from a lock.
Utah Valley's laying 1.5 at Utah Tech. Yeah, give me Valley. I guess I don't feel good about this. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take Dixie State.
This line, first off, shout out to this game. This is the game that, a lot of shit went down after this game a year ago. New Mexico State is at New Mexico at the Pit.
Oh my God, they are playing this game tomorrow.
This game is awesome. There might have been a murder involved with this rivalry at a house party a year ago. Well, there was certainly a murder. We don't know if it was a accidental. I think they deemed it self-defense. But either way, these fucking schools hate each other.
I thought they were taking a year off.
Dude, they're getting 17.5 at the Pit.
Lock.
I'm all over it, dude.
Yeah, Aggies.
Give me the 17.5 and New Mexico State. It's a fucking 2-point game the last time they played. Double lock? No, you hear?
I will say, like, it's brand new, entirely new staff team for New Mexico State. So, like, they don't have the same animosity like New Mexico State might, because that's not a new roster. Like, they'll be like, hey, this guy was coming on our campus.
But, dude,
he was coming for us. Like,
I still think the fan bases.
They might just want to put it on New Mexico State, and their quarterback pissed on your practice logo. Come on, get out of here.
Well, no. Let's talk about that for a second, because New Mexico State lost tonight. That is why they will cover tomorrow.
And Pavia got hurt in that game or whatever.
Yeah.
He didn't finish. So
let's go.
New Mexico's won 5 in a row too. They got UC Santa Barbara on deck, who's solid, coming off the big Louisiana Tech win. Sleepy spot. Let's go.
Give me the points. Let's go.
Oh, way too many.
Yeah.
You're wide in that game. Sprinkle some on the money line, I think.
Yeah.
Fucking rivalry.
Let's go back to Vegas. USC, Gonzaga. Gonzaga's laying 3.5. I went back and forth on this. I settled with Gonzaga minus 3.5. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, get the TMZ out of here. I'm locking Zaga. Yeah,
I'll do
LeBron might be in the building. They're gonna fuck.
This is that TMZ money, and LeBron is going to be at the building. Did you hear about this?
No.
I don't even know if the Lakers play, but he said family over everything, or family first, or whatever. He's going to be at the game instead of. I don't know if the Lakers have a game, but he's going to be at this game.
So Gonzaga by 15.
TMZ money coming in tomorrow. You got to take Gonzaga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're all there. Final game on the slate here. Loyola Marymount and Kelly LePepe catching 9.5 at Nevada. LePepe against Steve Alford. Sprinkle a little bit on that money line with the Lions. What are you doing here, Mac?
I'm gonna call right now. Loyola Marymount's gonna win this game. Nevada's undefeated. What could go wrong? Sprinkle some of the money line. Lock it up.
Let's fucking go, folks. Little LePepe parlay. Take that. Well, I mean, why do I keep saying fucking parlay? You know what I mean. Been talking for a long fucking time. Folks, we'll be back tomorrow morning. 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock Eastern. I'll be talking college football, college basketball, FCS playoffs, conference championships. Fuck yeah. Guys, what's up, Noah?
For all of my picks, check out the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/college basketball picks. And also on that website, you'll find my underdog entry for tomorrow's slate of games.
There we go, folks.
Locks tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah. Tomorrow's slate's fantastic, folks. Give Noah a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Max. Shout out to Rush Bishop for hopping on the show, folks. Check out the Ryan and Rush show and the Big 12 College Experience. And like I said, tomorrow I'll be live 8 a.m. Subscribe to the college football experience, the FCS college football experience, the college basketball experience, the college baseball experience, the Big 12 experience. Holy shit, that's a lot of experience. I need fucking a lot of drugs like Jimi Hendrix experience just to fucking say all of those. Folks, check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. Check out, check out all these fucking awesome games tomorrow. How about that? Get the SGPN app. You'll have access. We're not going to recite the locks on this episode. It's 2 hours. That you get the app or you go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com. You'll see them all. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Brian Sanders, everybody. We appreciate you guys. Until next time, folks, tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
State of the art, state of the art, yo. Hot shit, certified official, DJ Lethal. Recover, y'all. Our science evidence, bad news, dilated squadron, y'all. Yo, inherit the earth, yo, times if you're righteous. When the G's are free, the fee is priceless. Snakes are closest, then come my peoples. Around my way, real DJs don't share needles. Scratch with the record attached. I chill with L on the tracks. Front meet the wrong side of my axe. Out for dough with this trademark flow. This year, my motto is the window. Never strap for time when I'm live on stage. I'll turn a bold man to a lady of rage. Certified front man, negotiating poly. A qualified champ, cooling out with quality. I talk shit, but back it up like Ali. On 24 tracks and furniture racks in Bali. You know the R-U-L-E-S. Cold Beach trees and dames and all sounds compressed. State of the art. Watch out. State of the art. State of the art. State of the art.
Hey yo, I'm on the cutting edge, shifted in high gear. I be here even if they didn't shine like here. High tech, like I spin for eternal reflect. Like the VA, this is where the vets connect. Come on, check my state of mind, check the state of grace. LA, California's my state, United States. Where hate is understated, but cops will still say. State your name, now get face down on the pavement. In 88, Lethal used to write fate. Up in Fairfax, digging all deep in the crate. It's a state of the art, our science I dilate. But the spark was Iris War, create to devastate. They try to sedate us, intimidate us. They ought to tell you what the state of the state is. From the families that dictate the latest, dedicated to the Lakers, and I'll lead the greatest.
State of the art.